walk upright. The baby was already without a tail. How? That would mean they were changing into... Yes, Captain. The lost race committed suicide rather than fate. Here.
Howdy, y'all. Greetings everyone. How are you all doing today? Today we're continuing with Simon Max, The Devil's Playhouse, Episode 2. Lazy? That sounds good. Let's jump into the game, shall we? How do you like Cat and Captain Plasma? Good enough. Let's go.
This great city has been witness to many strange scenes, but none so staggering as the one that played out here beneath her slumbering streets just seconds ago. An evil space ape bent on world destruction, thwarted by a 6-foot-tall dog and a rabbity thing with psychic power. A tidy conclusion to an improbable story, or so it would seem. For about 5 nanoseconds, until our heroes turn and see something so unexplainable, so horrifying, as to render evil space apes suddenly quaint.
How could you, Sam? There you stand, a sickening grin on your face, your great hairy mitts clutched around my dear little silky white neck. Mother warned me it would come to this, but I couldn't bring myself to believe her.
I could be wrong, Max, but I've got a hunch this isn't us. These horrifying skeletons are meant to convey a message of some sort. There's a story behind this grisly tableau. Aha, a note.
What's it say?
There's a story behind this grisly tableau. Look, a highly flammable reel of nitrate-coated film from the dawn of the age of cinema. I'll just pop it into this conveniently placed projector.
No fair, Sam. You got to pick the movie last time.
Shut up and enjoy the show, Max.
Ooh, Egyptian-y. Hey, that looks just like...
Thundering tintypes of Teddy Roosevelt in a 3-wheeled baby carriage with a bonus jar of mustache wax. That's none other than my great-grandpa Samuth, with your great-grandpa Maximus.
I can't hear what they're saying.
It's a silent movie, little buddy. Filmed before the invention of vocal cords.
Can't find the volume knob, huh? Let me...
No, get away!
I want to mess with it.
Come on.
Get off the... Mine.
Huh?
Something's happening, Sam. My aura is going all squirrely.
I feel it too, Max. Some irresistible force is pulling me through the frame of that movie.
We've got it, little buddy. The toy box is ours.
Not for long.
Kringle!
I want that toy box.
This is one of those situations where it would be helpful to have
What?
a gun.
Or psychic powers.
Psychic powers, that's right. We keep forgetting you've got unexplainable psychic powers.
Oh, yeah.
Where the Sam Hill are you hiding?
Okay.
Cookies. Hieroglyphic funnies. I'd be splitting my sides if I could read ancient Egyptian.
What the fuck?
My psychic can of nuts!
Which gives you super compresso power.
And super pop back auto power. I never get tired of doing that.
Didn't help us, though.
Good old Charlie Hotep. Thanks to him, I am gifted with the miraculous ability to throw my voice into people and objects.
Yeah, I'm still not sure ventriloquism counts as a psychic power.
Ha! That sap Kringle will never find us in here.
Ha! There you are.
Watch out for falling squids.
Let's take this toy box and skedaddle, little pal. Champion ventriloquizing, Maximus.
Now all we've got to do is read those hieroglyphics again and the door will open and we'll be golden.
Right. You don't remember how to read hieroglyphics, do you, Maximus?
Fat chance. But you do, right, Sam?
Come on, Dor, you remember. The thing we said to get in.
Oh, this is rich. Ho, 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 ho.
Huh. That was interesting. A little skimpy on character development.
That can't be the whole story. There must be... Yes!
Oh, great. Did we just, like, watch the end of the movie first?
No, I think that was the middle.
Which one's the beginning?
Not a clue. Which one do you want to try?
Okay.
Did the usher see us?
Nah, he's still fishing for us under the candy counter. Shh, show's about to start.
Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, devotees of the uncanny and the bizarre. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Monsieur Pepperweight, and I bear great tidings, an archaeological discovery of earth-shattering proportions. My friends, I present to you the Sphinx.
Ugh, it's horrible, Samus. The face of pure evil.
The stage is that way, schmucko.
It is said she will yield her secrets only to one whose powers are equal to those of Samun Mak himself. Might you be that favored individual? I have come to your fair city today to issue a challenge. What you see before you is not merely a pasteboard facsimile, but a perfect recreation of the tomb's outer fortifications. To the one who makes it through the gate, I offer 2 tickets to Egypt and a chance for the adventure of a lifetime.
You get any of that, Samuth?
Prize for the guys who can bust through that thing.
Busting things is our specialite.
You read my mind, little buddy.
Okay.
Go away!
How about a cookie, Kringle?
Go away!
Oh,
It's just my pal here hasn't eaten in 72 hours.
and you had such a kindly face.
Oh, for the love of... Okay, but just one, savvy?
Inventory's looking kind of barren, Samuth.
It'll fill up. This is only the start of our adventure. Excuse me, mister.
No more toilet breaks till the job's done right, understand?
We're not your underlings.
Huh? I got no statements for the press.
I note with curiosity that your assistants are...
Short.
I'm in the middle of transitioning to an elf-based labor force. Trying to help out, you know. Give a disadvantaged ethnic group a leg up in the new world.
mighty generous.
Hell, who am I fooling? They're cheap as dirt. Toss them a few chestnuts and a figgy pudding, and they'll crawl a mile on broken glass.
How's the elf labor force working out for you so far?
There's an old saying amongst us capitalists, you get what you pay for.
Beard of snowy white, nose like a cherry. Haven't we met somewhere before?
Fat chance! I don't make a habit of frequenting the greasy dives in this low-rent neighborhood. But no doubt you've seen my mug splashed across the front page of your morning paper. Nicholas St. Kringle to spearhead Bobbles for Brats charity drive. Nicholas St. Kringle named Philanthropist of the Millennium.
Nicholas St. Kringle photographed in love nest with team of Swedish figure skaters.
Ahem.
How about a cookie, Kringle?
Go away!
I don't get it. What's an important-looking guy like you doing in a two-bit amusement palace like this?
What's to get? This paperweight character says he's made some kind of big discovery of a toy-related nature. I make it my business to keep up with all new developments on the toy front, okay?
Why aren't you up there attempting the challenge of the Sphinx?
My underlings are handling that for me.
I see. Scared to try it yourself, huh?
Scared? Nicholas St. Kringle is scared of nothing.
Oh, you fell down. Here, let me help you up.
Keep your pincers off me, you drooling little cretin! If you had the teaspoon of brains necessary to do your job, I wouldn't be down here. You're all idiots, understand?
Okay, what do we got here? Inventory list, profits, losses, naughty, nice. Employee addresses. Looks like Kringle's employees all live in that elf ghetto.
You mean Little Arctic Circle?
Of course, you're wearing high
Looks like Kringle's employees...
You mean Little...
family's nuts.
Have you seen this baby?
Sure, she's right there on that milk carton.
Get out of here. I don't want to see your little runny noses
Whee!
around here again. Yeah, just put that toy down. It's not yours. I don't care if you made it. It belongs to me. Why, you sniveling little creatures. You blithering...
Ah, give it a whirl, my friends. The challenge of the Sphinx is open to all, regardless of age, prowess, or physical deformity.
Who's the codger with the ugly kids?
Is he bothering you? You want we should pants him?
That's Nicholas St. Kringle, the well-known toy tycoon. He's offered me a fortune to direct him to the tomb of Samun Mac, but his money is of no interest to me.
Who wants toy money?
Talent! That is what I am searching for.
Spill the secret, buddy. How do we make it through this challenge of the Sphinx?
I can talk you through the sequence of steps, but you must pass through the mouth of the Sphinx by your own power. To begin, simply step on to the beseeching mat.
Beseeching mat?
Her tongue.
In other words, you don't have a clue how this thing works.
Of course I know how it works. I built it. But despite all my arcane knowledge, only one, granted the gift, has the power to pass through.
That can of nuts looks oddly out of place up there.
That is no ordinary can of nuts. It's a can of nuts from the Devil's Toy Box.
What makes it so out of the ordinary?
Far be it from me to divulge the secrets of the Devil's Toy Box, but it's just possible that this can does not actually contain nuts.
Remind me, what do we win if we beat this game?
A C.
An all-expenses-paid trip to sunny Egypt.
Egypt. Now, is that with the alligators or the crocodiles?
Your ignorance of giant carnivorous reptiles is embarrassing me, Maximus. Why go to all the trouble of rigging up a challenge of the Sphinx? If you're the big expert, why don't you just go through the mouth yourself?
Knowledge alone is not sufficient to overcome the Sphinx's defenses, alas. The seeker must be special.
I was called Specialist Kid. It's not a compliment.
Know anything about the dame with the beady eyes?
Mole people, the bane of my existence. Why are they always following me?
Thanks, your impresario ship.
Give the challenge of the Sphinx a try, boys. What have you got to lose?
You think they're really flesh-eating ants, Samuth?
Only one way to find out.
You first. Ooh!
What in God's name you doing with that can of nuts? Well, that was a disconcerting twist on an old joke.
Power came from me, Samuth. My body's all tingly. I've never felt anything like it.
You may notice a lot of bodily changes over the next few years, little buddy. It's all part
I
of...
want to do it again. Hey!
Now, where did they run off to?
Think this substitute can of nuts will work the same as the original?
I have my doubts, Maximus.
The magic of the ancients.
It's a surefire laugh-getter, anyway.
Yeah, but it didn't make me all tingly like the one the elf swiped. We've got to get that can back, Samuth.
The Sphinx has awakened. You are indeed a seeker of substance.
We like to say he's pleasantly plump.
Place your offering in the divine nostrils.
May the divine odor of chocolate chips prove pleasing to thy nasal cavities.
Very good. You have passed the first threshold. Now, recite the words of the inscription.
Nice Sphinx. Pretty Sphinx.
Please let us in.
You won't be sorry.
The Sphinx is unmoved by entreaties.
Oh, boy. Oh.
My hieroglyphics are a little rusty. I'm not going in that way, not even for a free trip to Egypt. Fun.
I like the birdie.
Okay.
Still at it, eh, Mr. K?
They say the key to success is persistence. Or is it pestilence?
Speaking of the latter, isn't it time for you to scuttle back to your lair?
What's that quease-inducing odor, Maximus?
Failure, Samus. Mr. Kringle here got sprayed by the Sphinx, remember?
Poor guy. He's crawled back to his chair in defeat.
Defeat! The word isn't in my vocabulary.
Oh, fell down again?
No, you blithering idiot! I'm just taking my afternoon nap. You're all idiots, understand? I can't even believe I hired you in the first place. You know why I did? I'll tell you why I did. Because you're my wife's nephew, that's why. And you know that.
funny
And
papers.
you're not small enough
But they're
to
all
be
in
a hero.
hieroglyphics.
And she'll only be this high. Look at you. Oh, of course.
The mermaid and the cockroach.
Fresh from their tour of the great sewers of Europe. Shouldn't we be on our way to sunny Egypt by now?
I'm feeling prematurely homesick.
Put that toy down. It's not yours. I don't care if you made it. It belongs to me. Why, you
Where are we going, Samus?
Little Arctic Circle.
blithering blather sky.
Filthy elves! You pollute the sacred relics of the mole people.
Oh, lay off! Go on, burrow back where you came from.
Yeah, go chew on an earthworm, you friggin' undergrounder. Pa, I curse you.
Ooh, I'm quaking in me little elven booties.
Why can't we all get along, Samus?
Because most of us are little buddy.
X,
Got change for a dime?
what do I look like, Rockefeller?
No.
Who can penetrate the gate of the Sphinx?
Hey, didn't he...
They're still at it. I'm mildly disturbed to see you torturing this elf.
Yeah, elf torturing should be left to us professionals.
Icebox don't mind. He likes it, don't you, Icebox? Icebox is very cooperative.
It don't hurt that he's full up on jolly juice. Hey, Slushy, get the...
What's the matter? Yous get off at the wrong stop or something?
Swells like yous generally steer clear of Little Arctic Circle.
We're here to gape at the depressing squalor of your miserable ghetto and congratulate ourselves on our comparative good breeding.
Oh, knock yourselves out.
Who's the dame you were fighting with when we walked in?
Crazy old bat. Some cock and bull story about how the moles is the eternal guardians of the tomb of some joik.
Sammy Matt.
Yeah, and get this. Our can of nuts is really some kind of mumbo-jumbo voodoo drum in her creepy religion. And when I don't hand it over to her, she zaps me with the full-on gypsy Kleist routine.
Tough break.
Ah, banana oil. That stuff might kill him in Moldavia or wherever, but it don't play in the US of A.
So, the curse doesn't worry you at all?
Nah, us elves don't believe in that magical junk.
We represent Toymaker's Local 614.
Stand up and be counted! No contract, no work!
Pipe down. We don't need that kind of trouble. We got a cushy setup here.
5 hours off every other month. Oh, and we just last week talked the boss into taking the steel tip off the whip.
Don't louse it up for us.
What in God's name you doing with that can of nuts?
Boykin, what does it look like?
Special job for Mr. K himself.
We's in the toy and novelty racket, see? We swiped, that is, we managed to acquire this nifty little gizmo here.
Sports a couple of interesting features.
We cracked the code and Boss Kringle makes a fortune selling it over the holidays.
Which means big bonuses for the likes of us.
Give it up. You'll never manage to reverse engineer that can of nuts. It only works in the presence of Max's ineffable aura.
Right. I hate to say it, but you guys' auras are just plain effable.
Ah, Guan, you chumps got no more claim on this can than we do. Only we got it, and we're keeping it, see?
We'll see about that, you bonsai bandits!
No, Maximus?
Okay.
I think
Good
we
night,
should
Captain
go.
Plasma.
They're only going to kill themselves trying to figure it out. Meanwhile, we've got the toy idea that's going to set the industry on its ear. See you in the funny papers, suckers.
Wait a minute! The boss will pay big if we bring him a great new concept.
And it's true, we ain't getting nowhere with this can of nuts.
Tell you what, Howie, we might be willing to work out a trade. Give us your toy
Lebo.
idea. If it's really a winner like you say, we'll let you have the can. No fuss.
Sleep well.
Point-and-click adventure games.
You gotta be kidding.
It's a coiled-up spring you push downstairs.
Hey, I like pushing things downstairs.
Nah, dumb idea.
My Little Pony keg.
With braidable hoses.
Kids love beer.
Yeah, but Mr. K don't.
It's an inflatable dartboard.
Tried that last year. It was a bust.
It's a board game. A top hat, an iron, and a little dog go around building hotels, and you're all trying to make each other go bankrupt.
Interesting idea, but I don't think it'll fly.
The kids ain't into capitalism nowadays.
My First Sausage Stuffer.
A fun way to dispose of leftover lunch meat, household vermin, and scabs.
Ah, please, you're making me heave here.
Point-and-click adventure games.
You gotta be kidding.
As a matter of fact,
You got nothing.
we got something all right, but we're holding out on you.
Gotta clear it with the boss first.
You do that. Come back when you're ready to talk toys. And if your idea's as hot as you say, we'll kick the can over to you.
Kick the can. Good one, Slushy.
Shut up.
Those round-headed rats! They can't do this to me! I mean him! Ah, that can of nuts belongs to Maximus by right of psychic possession!
I know. But unless our great-grandpas can dig up a great toy idea, I'm afraid they're out of luck. Genuine snowballs, hand-carved by immigrant elves.
Maybe we came at a bad time.
Excuse me, sir or madam. I can see you're busy muttering to yourself, but
Why you break my concentration on curse? You in cahoots with disgusting elves, no?
no.
Wait! Nicht gelesen du Fizzle Einzelfeld. It is you, not boy.
Sumith, she just called me Nut Boy.
The one with great power from body to squish himself down to can of nuts, yeah?
Oh, yeah, it's me, Nut Boy.
Not boy. Oh, rotten, stinking, disc-sick elves. So long I am searching after sacred cannonuts stolen from tomb of some monk. To find it in theater, to see it making with glorious magic nut boy squished down with fat doggy friend.
Huh?
And then to lose it to grubby little sacrilegious maggot elves. Oh, for the strength of 10 moles to crush them to paste.
You seem upset.
Would you like to talk about it?
You, not boy and fat doggy friend. You will come to aid of pitiful mole woman. You will take Cannonut back from nasty elves and bring it to mole woman.
Sure.
The first part, anyway.
And perhaps there is something mole woman can do for you.
We can't get through this gate till we read the inscription.
It wouldn't be so hard, only they went and wrote it in some crazy picture language.
Remind me what the symbols are, and I will tell you how the inscription reads.
Well, as I recall, there was a foot, a snake, then 2 squiggles, and a bird.
A foot, a snake, 2 squiggles, and a bird.
How would you say that in ancient Egyptian?
Foot, snake, squiggle, squiggle, bird.
Works for me.
Gee, hieroglyphics are easy. I didn't realize this was going to be one of those educational movies.
Keep watching. We're in need of a hearty chuckle. Can you read us something from your hieroglyphic funny pages?
Let me see. Oh, this is a good one. Mole mates creating much merriment up and down the Nile. In first panel, husband mole say to wife, "You very angry with me, no?" You can see it's true because wife mole have scorpions crawling from the eyes. In second panel, husband say, "It's because you caught me." Oh, how you say, making the monkey dance with the beautiful temple mole maiden who have the sensuous quivering nostrils. And in the third panel, husband is falling over backwards from great astonishment when the wife saying to him, "No, it's because you cut the cucumber lengthwise." Oh, you get it? Because, who cuts a cucumber lengthwise? It's crazy, no? I mean, can you imagine what kind of crazy nut would... Americans have no sense of humor.
Alrighty then.
Can you tell us how to say those hieroglyphics again? A foot, a snake, 2 squiggles, and a bird?
A foot, a snake, 2 squiggles, and a bird.
How would you say that in ancient Egyptian?
Foot, snake, squiggle, squiggle, bird.
Works for me.
Gee, hieroglyphics are easy.
You said something about the tomb of Samun Mak.
Oh, how I miss it. The happy pitter-patter of little scarabs, the smiling faces of the sarcophagi. Guarding the tomb has been our family business for many generations.
Why did you leave the old country?
Oh, tomb guarding business not what it used to be. Nowadays, no decent tomb raiders to impale. So, family sent me here. I make it big in America, I send for them.
I'm sure the famous mole humor will come through to us if you read another strip.
Okie dokie. Oh, everybody loves Fred Jackal. Fred Jackal is always up to amusing hijinks. Oh, here, Fred Jackal hiding under the bed. His master said to him, "Come out, Fred Jackal. I am not angry for you for making in center of living room carpet a steaming pile of dung with many flies buzzing around from the stink." And now, in little bubble of thought, Fred Jackal is saying, "He does not know. I cut the cucumber lengthwise." A cucumber cut lengthwise is funny. Is very funny. Never will I understand this country.
Keep on cursing.
Okie dokie.
What's this?
Do not touch. It's visual component of powerful curse I am throwing on elf out the window. He think he can make on me smart guy wise crack. Ha! We see how smart he feel after he become a wumpire.
An umpire?
No, with the sucking of blood and the sleeping in coffins.
Oh, a vampire. The elves look much bigger from this angle.
Hey, Slushy! Toy store's closed for the day, gentlemen. To use, anyhow.
We've got a toy idea that'll knock your stripy socks off.
Lay it on us. If it's as good as you say, we'll happily hand this can of nuts over to you.
As a matter of fact,
You got nothing.
we got something all right. But
Gotta clear.
Okay.
Who can penetrate the gate of the Sphinx?
Say, Fats, how about you and the Lagomorph taking a nice walk on the Brooklyn Bridge, crosswise, and keep going?
Aw, don't you just want to tousle his little bald scalp?
Want to skip ahead to the good part?
Sure.
Well, little buddy, here we are, bound for adventure on the Disorient Express. Egypt, land of ancient tombs and odd-looking humanoid figures with animal heads.
I'm scared, Samus. What if we don't fit in?
We've got to. Mr. Paperweight has charged us with an important mission, and we can't let him down.
I hope it involves asks. I love asks.
You love the word asps.
Tickets, please. Please get out your tickets.
Now remember, don't breathe a word about our mission. We can't let a soul know we're headed
to the tomb of Saman Muck to bring back the devil's toy box.
Cascading Cupid dolls and the four-color funny pages smeared with spaghetti.
Name's Earhart. Baby Amelia Earhart, the famous lost kid. Perhaps you've seen my milk carton?
I have.
I'm a spirited little tyke, lit off from the nursery one day and never looked back. I'm out for adventure, and I figure you might be needing a cute little sidekick.
I've already got a cute little sidekick.
Yeah, we don't need to see it, Samus. Not now.
Tickets. Produce your tickets.
This is weird.
Tickets. I'll take those.
I don't think
Nothing
so.
doing.
Open up and show your tickets.
Everyone, be quiet.
And invisible.
I hope you've a plan.
Open this trunk! Open it this instant, do you hear me? You can't get rid of me this easily,
That'd never hide us.
There are laws about locking
Out there is
children in
where I
trunks,
don't
you
want to
know.
end up.
The law frowns on that sort of thing.
I hear voices in there.
We won't fit
What's
in
going
there.
on?
Now listen, boys, be reasonable. You may not realize it just now, but
She
I
won't shut up, Samus.
I know what to do. I'm great with
I know all
kids.
about Egypt. I've made a thorough study. I've got a book, a picture book.
Open
Did I
up and
mention there's a
produce your
tarantula on the
tickets.
chest?
This
It
instant.
won't hurt you if you stay perfectly still.
Companionship, for the sake of your image. I hate to say it, but people are beginning
In
to
transcendental logic,
This is
we
your
isolate
last
the
warning.
understanding and
Yeah.
select from our cognition merely that part of thought which has its origin in the understanding alone.
But without intuition, the whole of our cognition is without objects and is therefore quite void.
Come on, baby Amelia Earhart. Let's use our quiet voice. Guess who's out here with me? Santa Claus.
Oh, I hate loudmouth kids.
I've lost me patience.
So what do you say we forget this little meet cute incident?
Hey,
and start
let's
over
see who
piece
can
by one,
hold their
partners
breath
all
the
way.
longest, okay?
Or would you rather I
1,
raise the
2,
alarm?
3.
Going once, going twice.
As a matter of fact,
I'm coming in. Hope I'm not intruding, gents.
not at all.
Care to join in a game of gin rummy?
Let me out!
Stowing aboard without tickets and transporting contraband kiddies as well? What kind of train you think this is?
Ouch! Equipment malfunction?
More like a mental equipment malfunction. Should we try another reel?
I want
Who
to try
among
the
you
thingy
possesses
again.
the power to pass through the...
Is he in...
We've got to beat the Sphinx challenge.
or what?
Go away!
If at first you don't succeed, place your offering in the divine nostrils.
May the divine odor of chocolate chips prove pleasing to thy nasal cavities.
Very good. You have passed the first threshold. Now, recite the words of the inscription.
Foot, snake, squeakle, squeakle, bird.
Well done, my friends. Now, there's only one barrier between yourselves and ultimate victory.
You chattering little ice monkey! If those two chuckleheads beat us to the prize...
Don't worry about it, boss. Oh, so they got lucky on the password. Luck ain't gonna get them through that gate.
Ain't budging.
Oh, boy! Oh.
Alrighty. 2 out of 3.
Want to skip ahead to the good part?
Well, we know the password now, so maybe we can go back to the standoff.
Quick, Samuth, read the inscription. Don't you remember your hieroglyphics?
Foot, snake, squeakle, squeakle, bird.
You remembered.
That's the way it is with foreign languages, little buddy. It's easy to get out of practice, but once you... Yike!
Doddering bullets and foiled again! They're getting away!
Well, little buddy, here we are, fresh from a successful tomb raiding expedition in lower Middle Egypt, back on board the Desaurian Express bound for New York City.
Remind me, Samuth, how did we manage to undo that security spell and swipe the Devil's Toy Box from the family of guardian moles?
Beats the hell out of me. Who can remember? The important thing is, the toy box is safe and sound right here in our... Holy Hercule Poirot in a blood-soaked bathtub with a full set of dental records and a mud-caked work boot with 2 missing treads. We've been robbed.
It must have happened while we were stocking up on ketchup packets in the snack car.
Which means the culprit is on this train. No Devil's Toy Box in there. No toy box under there.
Christmas Eve.
Sounds like Kringle.
What do you want? I'm busy in here.
Room service.
For the love of Blitzen, it's about damn time. Yeah, hold on a minute.
Kringle's room service tray.
You two!
You're the Middle European jerk who got Maximus and me stuck on the wall back in the tomb of Samun Mac.
Please, this is ancient history. Let go. Move on.
Nobody home. Garlic, crosses, and wolfsbane. What do you make of that, little buddy?
Jesus pesto?
Methinks somebody's trying to ward off vampires.
Don't say methinks, Samuth. Huh. Our compartment didn't come with a weird occult shrine in the closet.
This must be the deluxe suite. That cephalopod has a familiar face.
It's the guy from the tomb! Looks like he's lost weight.
That steamer trunk looks exactly like ours.
And I thought we were on the cutting edge of steamer trunk chic.
doesn't appear to be locked.
Well, visitors. How kind of you to drop in on my humble home away from home, yeah? So sorry you could not stay for the aperitifs. If you'll excuse me.
Nah.
Hope we're interrupting something.
Not at all. I was just leaving. I won't rest till you give me the you-know-what.
Goodbye, Jurgen.
Whatever.
Hey, remember us?
Of course. You're the wise guys who made off with the Devil's Toy Box, the treasure we moles have been guarding for almost 6,000 years.
You're not mad at us for raiding your tomb?
Heck no! Losing that toy box was the best thing that ever happened to us mole people. After 6,000 years, we can finally say goodbye to burial chambers and hello to Broadway.
America! I can hardly wait!
What was that fellow with the fruity accent doing in here?
Private business. Let's just say he wants something that only I can give him.
Oh, Dad. You don't have to be so secretive.
Do you know where you're going when we reach America?
To join my wife, Natasha. We sent her ahead to get established. I hear she's managed to score us a sweet boiler room on the west side.
Funny thing, that toy chest we swiped from you?
Somebody swiped it from us.
Well, easy come, easy go.
Can we inspect your trunk?
No.
After all we've been through together in Reel 2, I feel I can speak freely.
Yes?
I'm sorry to report that your daughter is harboring a massive crush.
On whom?
On that Jurgen guy.
Ha! Tell me another!
After all we've been through together in Reel 2, I feel I can speak freely.
Yes?
I'm sorry to report that your daughter is harboring a massive crush.
On whom?
On my little buddy's ventriloquist dummy.
Oh dear, that doesn't sound healthy. Oh well, she'll either outgrow it or become a lonely, twisted old spinster with a toy fixation. Either way, I don't have to worry.
Keep riding the rails, Mr. Molman.
Okay.
Hi there. Excited about moving to America, eh?
You bet! In the new world, a girl can grow up to be anything she wants to be. A seamstress, a nurse, a kindergarten teacher, even a stenographer.
I hope you're not still sore at us for stealing your boyfriend.
Huh? Oh, you mean that silly ventriloquist dummy? I don't care about him anymore. He was just a childish fancy. I'm totally a woman now.
You are not!
I've got a new boyfriend now.
New boyfriend? That wouldn't happen to be...
You know how my dad is? He mustn't know about our engagement.
Engagement? You mean...
Oh, he hasn't asked me yet, but I can see it in his eyes.
What attracts you to a guy like that anyway?
His tragic aura. There's something haunted about him, like he's laboring under some kind of terrible curse.
Twittishness?
Seen the Devil's Toy Box lately?
What do I care about toy boxes? I've got more important things to think about.
Just out of curiosity, what was your dad whispering about with that overripe European?
His name is Jurgen. I'm not supposed to know what he wants from my dad, but, well, come on. Duh. Poor sweet thing. He tried so hard to avoid making eye contact with me.
Hope it works out for you, kid.
Alrighty.
Mrs. Jurgen.
No toy box under there. We suspect you're hiding stolen goods in here.
What goods?
A fortune in jewels.
You're not allowed to inspect the trunk without just cause.
We suspect you're hiding stolen goods in here.
What goods? You're not allowed to inspect the trunk without just cause.
Okay, I think I know.
Help! I'm a prisoner in here!
Got someone in the trunk, eh? I'm afraid railway regulation number 268 leaves us no choice but to inspect it.
You're not the train conductors.
We're the untrained conductors.
Oh, well, go ahead then.
Clothes, blankets, pots and pans, magical bric-a-brac. No toy chest in here. I guess you're cleared.
Why would we steal the toy chest back? It was hard enough to get rid of it.
Think this is significant?
It's selectable, isn't it?
That's just one of our magic spells. Pay it no mind. Only mole people can do mole magic. And that particular spell is only useful to those who are under the dread vampire curse.
No devil's toy box in there.
Okay.
Kringle's room service tray.
And get the plate too. No.
Maybe the toy box is stashed behind all this luggage.
Possibly. Let's start unloading.
Stream will now pause for commercials.
Oh, not there.
Okay. How are you doing, chat?
No toy box in there.
Just some creepy dead guy.
I'm not leaving till the background stops moving.
Hello, boss. We was only... It ain't him. Just them 2 months from New York. Yeah?
What are you elves doing on this train?
We go where Kringle goes. We're his retinue, like. Only he don't know nothing about our secret project.
How many elves you got in there?
At last count, 153.5.
0.5?
Gary, the 3rd level paladin, is only half elf.
I'm obviously supposed to ask you about this secret project.
I ain't authorized to talk about it. You'll have to talk to the project manager. Hey, Slushy!
What's up, dog?
What's this secret project everybody's talking about?
It's a new toy. Oh boy, what a toy. This baby'll have old man Kringle turning backflips once we spring it on him. Just putting the finishing touches on it now.
Can you give us a sneak peek?
We ain't letting the cat out of the bag, not yet. Gotta get it kid tested first to make absolutely certain we got a winner.
Kid tested, eh? My little buddy has the brain of a child.
I keep it in my bedroom closet.
Nix. We gotta test this toy with a real kid.
Toys aren't just for kids anymore.
I predict that by the 21st century, grown men will keep toys in their office cubicles.
Yeah, well, this is a 20th century toy, and it requires a 20th century kid to test it.
Wait right there. I've got the perfect kid for you.
Yeah? That's fantastic, pal. Send him over.
Hey, baby Amelia Earhart. She's napping.
I can't wait forever, buddy.
Bye-bye, baby.
Maybe the toy box is stashed behind all this luggage.
Possibly. Let's start unloading. Nope, not there. Nice caboose.
Yeah?
I'd like to inspect your trunks.
I bet you would, creep.
That didn't come out right.
Yeah?
What I meant to say was, I'm looking to lay my hands on a chest.
Well, you ain't laying no hands on mine, weirdo.
Ah.
I never knew you had this thing for elves. You think you know someone?
Yeah?
Listen,
This game is
toy
very
chest,
silly.
Steamer trunk. Somebody stole it, and we're checking every compartment.
You got my sympathy, Pally, but I can't let yous in. Not till we're through with the secret project.
Kringle wants to see you.
What can I do? I can't leave now. None of us can go nowhere till our secret project is complete.
Let me talk to Slushy.
What's up, dog?
Kringle wants to see you.
Ah, jeez, he does. Cover for me, fellas. I can't leave this compartment till the secret project's finished.
You okay, Slushy?
You're looking kind of pale, dude.
Yeah, so they tell me. I guess I got bit by something or other. No pain, though. Matter of fact, I never felt better.
Wait right there. I've got the perfect kid for you.
Yeah? That's fantastic, pal! Send him over!
She's napping.
So you're the type that would barge in on a girl and interrupt her nap time, eh? Can't say I'm surprised. What can I do for you fellows?
You napped to Ride of the Valkyries?
Always have. Puts me out like a light.
Shows you how different people are. I always fall asleep to the tears of a clown.
Poor old Chuckles.
I think his shackles are too tight.
I can't wait forever, buddy.
Say, baby Amelia Earhart.
Uh-huh.
Flight of the Valkyries. That's an unusual kind of lullaby.
I'm an unusual kind of kid.
Somebody went and stole our toy box.
You mean the toy box you stole from the tomb of Sam and Mark? Where's the decency? Well, search me, boys. I'm clean.
Got your own compartment now, eh? Going legit?
I can afford to, thanks to our old friend Sam and Mark. Gold-plated scarabs are fetching a nice price on the commodities market these days.
We've got a big surprise for you, baby Amelia Earhart. You have been chosen to participate in a market research project.
Uh-huh. What's the catch?
No catch.
Just go next door with that nice vampire elf.
Where he'll give you a brand new toy to play with.
Not interested. Far too busy. What do I look like to you fellows? A child?
Come on, baby Amelia Earhart, be a sport. All you have to do is go play with a toy for a few minutes.
You go play with it. I've got more important things to do.
Be a good girl.
Woman. Good woman.
No devil's toy box in there. No toy box under there. Bye-bye, baby.
Okay.
Yeah?
God damn
Stay
it.
sprightly.
I've got something for you, Jurgen.
At last! Give me the letter!
I bared my soul in it.
Oh, I am so touched to the core of my being. Let me put it among my keepsakes.
Maybe the toy box is stashed behind all this luggage.
Possibly. Let's start unloading. Nope, not there. I wonder if Nefertiti's dad knows his daughter's still crazy about us.
Hope we're interrupting something.
Yes?
No devil's toy box in there. Hi there. Hope it works out for you, kid.
Mrs. Jurgen.
Game.
I'm taking off for a while. See ya.
Where do you think you're going, little girl?
Oh, I thought I'd smoke some drugs and get pregnant. That's all.
Don't be smart with me, Nefertiti. We're not in America yet.
Oh, Dad!
ya? Now, you be careful out there, you hear? Don't talk to anybody. Whatever.
Oh. I didn't know anyone was out here.
Back so soon? I changed my mind, okay?
Wonder what she would have done if we hadn't been here.
Let's try not being here next time and find out.
I wonder if Nefertiti's dad knows his daughter's still crazy about us.
I'm taking off for a while. See ya.
Where do you think you're going, little girl?
Come off it, Dad.
Here we go. Hi, this is Sonic Lovers. Now I'm too wrapped up in the story.
It's just you.
Yes, just me. All alone. You've got me where you want me.
There's only one thing I want. You know what that is?
Poor little dear. She's completely tongue-tied.
If only we could put the words in her mouth.
Maybe we can put the words in our mouth. Here we go.
The vampire reverse curse?
Tell me, where can I find it?
The sarcophagus in the next car!
Oh, I am saved from the fate worse than death. I am so happy I could kiss you. But I won't.
Jurgen?
Oh, Jurgen, you jerk.
Now to get a good look inside this trunk.
Not so fast, Liebchen. If you'll excuse me.
I see. Maybe we should just follow him instead.
Boo! Ah, don't bite me! Don't bite me! Oh, it's just you.
Kind of a wuss, isn't he?
Well. Maybe there's something else we can do in this.
That cephalopod has a familiar face. Some sort of letter. My dearest Jurgen, What is this itch that spreads across my dewy young mole skin whenever you are near? I don't know if I should read this.
Read it. Read it.
Whenever you are near, it is love, and only your long, pale fingers can scratch it. Do you itch for me as well? No need to answer. I can see the agony in your eyes when we're together.
Yeah, I'll bet.
But I must beg you to keep our love a secret for now. My ogre of a father would have a fit. He doesn't realize I'm no longer his little girl, and my grandfather has this crazy irrational hatred for people from Stuttgart.
Interesting.
Be patient, my prince. There's a place for us. A place where moles and Germans can lock lips for eternity.
I think I know what that place is called.
Your love kitten, Nefertiti. I wonder why Grandpa Mole hates people from Stuttgart.
Everyone hates people from Stuttgart. Ah, now we're getting to the good part.
Yeah, but is it a romance or horror?
There's a difference?
Methinks somebody's trying to ward off vampires. No toy box under there. I think the girl's in love.
Wanna louse it up again?
Hey, remember us?
Of course.
Nice penmanship on those hieroglyphics.
That's my wife Natasha's work.
Keep riding the rails, Mr. Moleman.
Okay.
What can we do now?
Who is it now?
Open up! This is the police!
The trained police?
No, the untrained police.
Go away!
Should we go back to the earlier reel or skip ahead to the next one?
I think we need to try one of the other reels again.
Open up and show your tickets.
Everyone, be quiet.
And invisible.
I hope you've a plan.
Open this trunk! Open it this instant, do you hear me? You can't get rid of me this season!
Keep your mouth shut. Keep your mouth shut. Keep your mouth shut. Don't say a word.
Open up, I say!
We've gotta hide!
We won't fit in there. There must out there is where I don't want to end up.
I'm coming in!
A little privacy, please!
Can't you see he's not decent?
We run a clean train here, understand? Now, you have tickets or don't you?
Ouch!
Oh yeah,
Should we try
the cannon
another
of
reel?
nuts. Let's hide in a can of nuts.
Open up, I say!
We've gotta hide!
I'm coming in! Huh. Could have swore there was somebody gabbing in here. Huh. Nobody here. Reckon I were wrong.
That was a close call.
Lucky for us, we played that tour in Gutter Demeron.
We sure put one over on that sap of a conductor, didn't we, partners?
Partners? For the last time, kid, you're not joining our outfit.
Nonsense! This is just the beginning. We've got an endless series of marvelous adventures ahead of us.
Ta-da! No fanfare.
You'll find it's not so easy to impress these Egyptian types with your magic act, little buddy. These jokers ingest sorcery with their mother's milk.
Speaking of which, it looks like we finally managed to lose that pesky baby Amelia Earhart.
By George, you're right. That was a clever move, pointing her at that mirage and telling her it was an oasis.
Little kids are so trusting.
Now, let's get down to the business at hand. We've got to find the Devil's Toy Box before it's scooped up by some disreputable tomb raiders.
More disreputable than us, you mean?
Look for a hidden passageway leading to an endless labyrinth. No doubt we'll encounter a dizzying array of fiendish death traps, but if we keep our wits about us...
Found it!
About time. Stop quaking with girlish timidity, Maximus.
It isn't that. It's my psychic aura. It's acting up again, Samus. Something within that toy box is calling out to me. Samus! It's a ventriloquist dummy!
Don't panic, little buddy. It could be a fake.
Well, well, what have we here? Tomb Raiders? Oh my, we haven't had a good raiding in nigh under 50 years. Now just sit tight for a minute. I'm afraid you caught us with our trousers down, so to speak. Haven't bothered to reset the security system in, I don't know how long. Now then, protection spell looks to be in order. There, that ought to do the trick. Nothing beats a good old-fashioned protection spell. Now don't touch that toy box if you value your hide.
The creepy
that's
old
annoying.
mole said not to touch it if we value our hides.
My hide's worth about $10 tops.
Ah, fudge. I was hoping these two would put up some kind of challenge.
I hate to say it, Sam, but our great-grandparents were a couple of saps.
I don't think that's the way the story's supposed to end. Let's back it up and try it again.
There goes my aura again! I must have that dummy! Was that a...
Yes, little buddy? It looks like you got your asp.
And it's a big asp, too.
Well, dang it.
Psst.
Huh?
Over here! You are wanting the Devil's Toy Box, yeah? I can help you, but you must help me first.
How do European gent like yourself wind up on a two-dimensional surface like this?
I am but a poor student of the antiquities. I came to Egypt in order to make sketches of the tomb decorations. Little did I expect I would become a tomb decoration myself.
Who did this to you?
Or Jurgen.
The moles.
You're a jerk.
They are completely verrückt. especially the old one. At first he played the kindly grandfather, but then without warning he turned on me like the vicious wild beast and cursed me with bad luck. I tried to flee, but the way out was blocked by a nasty mole woman with a cheesy accent. She threw another curse at me. In my confusion, I blundered into a tripwire and poof! Curse number 3. And here I am.
What's your problem? Bad accent?
No, I have been confined on this accursed wall for decades. You must free me. Bitte?
What do we need to do to get you down from there?
You see the bust of Salmon Mark? There's a secret clasp underneath it. Release the clasp and I am released from the wall, your grateful servant.
How do we get to the bust?
That is the good question.
You know how to break the spell of protection over the toy box?
Naturally. During my long confinement here, I have had much opportunity to study the mole magic.
Then why can't you undo your own curse?
Alas, I have the limited mobility up here. You undo my spell, I'll help undo yours.
Hang tight.
Okay.
I'm good at that. I'm free! I'm free! Oh, glorious third dimension! Oh, blessed relief! I'm free! And you're not. So sorry. Gotta run.
Wait.
You said you'd help us land the devil's toy box.
Do not be silly. What would a couple of bas-reliefs want with a toy box? Just...
We can't make it there from here.
Infidels! Vipers! You have removed the sacred bust of Salmon Mac.
For your sins, you must remain on this wall.
Okay, fair enough. For how long?
For eternity!
I don't get it.
This game is weird.
Look, I shouldn't say anything, but my friend here, he's the one.
The one?
You know, the one.
Like in the prophecies.
Prophecies?
Didn't you get some prophecies about a great powerful something or other with a magical thing?
When we get home, I'm gonna have a little talk with my agent. Excuse me, I need to use the little Pharaoh's room.
You'll have to hold it a while.
How long?
For eternity!
I still don't get it.
Rude.
I'm sorry to threaten you, but my little buddy here knows every show tune ever written. And unless you take us off this wall, he's going to sing them all for eternity.
Give my regards to Broadway.
Silence!
Okay, for reals, there's got to be some way around this stuck on the wall for eternity hoo-ha.
Well...
Shh. Yeah? Come on.
Well, we have to let you off if you can answer the riddle of the Sphinx.
Which no one ever has.
Let's hear the riddle.
All right.
Riddle me.
You who raid the Pharaoh's tomb, much deserving of your doom. If you want to save your hide, tell us what the gods deride.
What the gods deride. To cut the cucumber lengthwise?
Boy, that's a good one!
Never gets old, does it?
We're free!
And we've still got the bust of Salmon Mac.
Alrighty.
It's a cozy niche. Huh. 2 doorways.
Halt! 2 doorways.
I just said that.
The doorway of life and the doorway of death. Choose aright, and you will pass through to the Chamber of Delight, wherein our greatest treasure resides. Choose a wrong.
A wrong?
And a mighty scimitar will strike from above and slice you cleanly in half. Proceed, if you dare.
Sure.
Shoot, shoot, shoot! Grr. You were supposed to go through the other door. The other door is the one with the scimitar. You won't be so lucky next time. I'm going to recalibrate the mechanism. You'll have to pass this point again on your way out, and then watch out. That's all. You're not allowed to look.
I guess it's only fair to give him a second chance. Say, buddy.
Yes?
Can you convince the old guy to take down his protection spell and let us have the Devil's Toy Box?
The Devil's Toy Box? The treasure we moles have been guarding for 6,000 years?
Yeah.
No.
Hey, buddy, you know anything about an elderly mole man with specs?
Sure, that's my pop. He guards the burial chamber.
We ran into this mole person back in New York. Kerchief, obsessed with a can of nuts?
Natasha! My darling little pudding snout. Tell me, what was she up to?
Cursing elves, mostly.
Still doing what she loves most.
Answer me something, Pops. Why is it the moles back in New York speaking this funny dialect, and you talk just the same way we do?
I'm sorry, what did you say? I'm completely thrown by your accent.
Will you please tell your daughter to stop making indecent proposals to us?
My daughter? You?
It's flattering, of course, but a clear violation of workplace guidelines on sexual harassment.
Stop saying that! You're like the grossest guys I've had the unfortunate displeasure to meet, ever!
Indulging in a bit of wishful thinking, eh, fellas?
Is that the scimitar there, over the...
Don't look! Don't look! The doors of life and death are supposed to be a surprise!
Puppy love. Cute, isn't it?
Yeah, but I wish she wouldn't get her lip liner all over my fur.
Oh, barf!
She doesn't sound infatuated to me.
She just can't keep her hands off us.
My Nefertiti?
What she tried to do to my ears. Woo! I'm still blushing.
You are such liars! I hate you! I wish you were dead!
She doesn't sound infatuated to me.
She just can't keep her hands off us.
My Nefertiti?
What she tried to do to my ears.
You are such liars!
She doesn't sound...
Love to stay and chat, but we got a tomb to raid.
Oh.
Okay.
Young Salmon Mock started life as a humble frog catcher, but fate intervened. Salmon Mock discovers the Devil's Toy Box, the moment that changed the course of history. Salmon Mock the Great, at the zenith of his power.
Gee, I want to be a god king!
There we see the body of Salmon Mock, borne to the tomb by the Mole Guardians. They say it was the costliest burial of all time.
Now that's what I love about this country. You guys know how to throw a classy funeral.
Hold it right there, buckos! Can't you read hieroglyphics?
It's a turn and a leaf.
Exactly. Turn and leaf. The two of us want to be alone. We happen to be sharing a super intimate moment. Marquis, lover boy.
Lover boy?
It's the dummy!
His name is Charlie Hotep. Now, are you gonna keep away, or do I have to shit spot on you? What?
So what happens if we decide to just saunter right in?
Do you want me to set my ass on you?
No, no! Oh, please, God, anything but that!
We can't just leave. We went through so much to get here.
The doorways of life and death, you mean?
Right.
Dad built that. It's like supposed to discourage shooters. As if I need him always watching over me. God, so embarrassing.
Listen, kid. I know your feelings for Charlie Hotep are very, well...
Dysfunctional?
But I'm going to have to insist you turn him over to my pal here.
Charlie and me are soulmates!
Right, as if. Charlie and I have a perfect understanding. Just try and come between us, and I'll put a curse on you that'll curl your toes.
Some people would say it isn't very becoming for a young lady to curse.
Yeah, right. Cursing is only like a completely major part of mole culture.
I suppose your dad does a curse too?
Ha! You don't even want to know. He's got, like, the most devastating curse in the whole world. The Sexo-Rejexo Hex.
Can you tell us about it without getting us an M rating?
How'd you like it if the very sound of your voice repulsed the opposite sex? Can you imagine?
I like that very much. Can I have that? Please.
What's your curse, little girl?
The Holstein Hex. But I'm not very good at it yet.
Your father said something about finding his greatest treasure in here.
Yeah, so you found her. But don't start getting any ideas. I've already found my dream boy.
I'm truly happy for all of us.
Stay sullen, kid.
Shut up!
Come on, Charlie. Make a break for it.
That's it! You violated my inner sanctum!
Ew.
Go get him, Spot! Snacks for Charlie and me? Oh, Spot! You're such a good snake.
I don't think that's the way the story is supposed to end. Let's back it up and try it again.
What? Again? Can't you see Charlie and me want to be alone?
Okay.
Say, buddy.
Yes?
So, I hear you throw a mean curse.
Well, a father's got to protect his daughter's virtue, doesn't he? The Sexo-Rejexo Hex makes for quite the deterrent. You'd be surprised how few boys come tomcatting around here. Huh. But don't worry. I only use the curse on fellows she has a crush on. And, well, I don't mean to be cruel, but you're hardly her type.
Sweet relief.
Any other curses we should be aware of?
Pop's got a good one. The Bad Luck Whammy. But he never gets riled enough to use it.
Your daughter keeps threatening to curse us.
Well, she needs the practice. But I'm sure you fellows don't want to experience the Holstein Hex. It's utterly devastating.
Love to stay and chat, but we got a tomb to raid.
Oh.
Say, buddy.
Yes?
She just can't keep her hands off us.
My Nefertiti?
What she tried to do to my ears.
You are...
Love to stay and chat, but we got a tomb to raid.
Oh.
Anyone for calamari?
Okay.
Yeah, we got your precious bust of salmon, Mac. You gonna make something of it, punk? I didn't think so.
Okay.
Come on, cutie. Come to Grandpa.
Why, you sly old rascal.
Whoa, stay back, fellas. I'm talking to her.
Hello, boys.
Bouncing boomerangs at a barbecue. She's back.
Never underestimate an independent woman.
Ain't she a caution? Just like my granddaughter used to be not so long ago. Yeah, come on. Come to Grandpa. Grandpa's got toys.
I like toys.
You keep your distance. No tomb raiders allowed in the burial chamber.
Hey, baby Amelia Earhart, I want you to do something for us.
Sorry, boys. You got no pull with me no more.
Hey, baby Amelia Earhart. We were terribly distraught to lose you back there in the desert.
Yes, I could see that at the time, from the way your shoulders were shaking with grief as you ran away. Or was it laughter? Anyway, fortunately for me, a caravan happened to be passing through the area. Bandits. They saw me there and picked me up. I don't speak much Arabic, but I did manage to gather something about my fetching an attractive price at the slave bazaar in Marrakesh. That would have been the end of the story, I suppose, if their chief hadn't carelessly left his scimitar within reach and if I weren't such an expert swordsman. Swordswoman.
Yes, well, don't wander off again.
Next time, something serious could happen.
What you doing in there, baby Amelia Earhart?
Studying the graves of the ancient tomb guardians. I'm on the verge of a major discovery. If my hunch is correct, this place was once home to a race of mole men.
That nice and only vaguely creepy old man over there wants to play with you.
Yes, I know. And you want me to toddle over on my adorable little footsie, so he'll bounce me on his knee and pinch my fat little cheeks and tell me suffocatingly dull stories about bunny rabbits. Also, you can sneak in behind his back and make off with his jewel-encrusted scarab collection or something. I wasn't born yesterday, you know.
My, you are a clever little imp.
Too clever for you, I'm afraid. I've no intention of being a pawn in your game, whatever it is, and I think I have a pretty good idea. Besides, I detest being slobbered over by geriatrics. I find it highly demeaning. I'm a liberated baby, you know. To hell with that Gucci-goo nonsense. This is the 20th century!
She's annoying.
Come on, baby Amelia Earhart. Go see Grandpa.
Not in a million years.
Be a good girl.
Woman. Good woman.
Say, Gramps.
What can I do for you, gents?
Say, Gramps, you know that spell of protection you put on the Devil's Toy Box? We just cracked it.
Yep, we nabbed the treasure and we're on our way. Just stopped in to say goodbye.
Nice try, fellas. That security spell is pretty near foolproof, I reckon. I cast it many times, and it ain't failed me yet.
Nice blocks.
Hieroglyphic blocks. Used them to teach my little Nefertiti how to spell way back in the day. Come on, princess. Gramps has some blocks for you to play with.
Can I have them?
You're a little old to be playing with blocks, ain't you?
I understand you mole people have a talent for throwing curses.
Ah, here we go. Curses, curses, that's all anybody remembers about us mole people. We're good at dancing, too, but nobody ever wants to hear about that. Forgive the outburst, Sonny. What was it you wanted to know?
I hear around the neighborhood you're a pretty mean curser yourself.
Me? Sure, I've got a curse. The bad luck whammy. But I haven't used it in ages.
It's like whistling or taxidermy. You never really forget.
Come on, hit us with your best shot.
You? I wouldn't put a curse on a couple of nice fellas like you. I only curse people I hate.
Come on, hit us with your best shot.
You? I wouldn't put a...
Your son Benny must have a pretty powerful curse.
You better believe it. The, SCXO Rejexo Hex fixes it so the very sound of your voice repels the opposite you-know-what.
I'll bet your darling granddaughter knows how to curse up a storm.
Well, let's just say her Holstein Hex might put you fellas in a bad mood. Once she's got it down pat, that is.
About enough about curses.
There's something else you want to know?
How about you let us
Howdy,
come in,
JK.
and we'll toss the baby over to you.
No, sir. Baby's got to come to Grandpa all on her own, son. And then Grandpa'll tell her stories and pinch her little fat cheeks.
Lord help us.
Stay vague.
Eh?
Those blocks look a lot like the hieroglyphics on that big marquee.
Chance or coincidence?
Hey, Gramps, who's in the sarcophagus?
Well, let's see if you can guess. You're in the tomb of Sam and Mac.
Wait, don't help us.
The graveyard of the moles. Tourist brochures, eh? Planning a little vacation?
Yep, Benny and the kid think I could do with a little airing out. Been in this tomb so long, I'm starting to grow mold. Problem is, there's just so many darn places to visit. Say, where are you boys from?
The U.S. of A.
Never heard of it. New country, is it?
Picked a vacation spot yet?
No, darn it, I just can't decide. Where'd you boys say you were from again?
Beyond time and space.
Eh? Oh, that's nice.
Picked a vacation spot yet?
No, darn it, I just can't decide. Where'd you boys say you were from again?
We're citizens of the world.
Oh, I wouldn't go there. Too big.
Picked a vacation spot yet?
No, darn it, I just can't decide. Where'd you boys say you were from again?
You wouldn't have heard of it. A little town called Stuttgart.
Stuttgart? You mean to tell me I've been standing here talking to a couple of dang nab-dad-blasted Stuttgarterians?
What's your language, Gramps?
No cursing in the burial chamber.
Oh, ho, ho. You ain't experienced cursing till you got a snoot full of my extra spicy bad luck whammy.
Call it. Heads or tails?
Tails. No heads. Hell, no tails.
You lose.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
I understand the cookies, but why did you bring along those funny papers we picked up back in the city?
You never know when funny papers are gonna come in handy, little buddy.
Hey! Don't throw things to the doorway of death! Do you want to dull the blades?
Now what the hell do we do with these?
It's the left half of the bust. It's the right half of the bust.
No,
Two
Sonic
doorways.
Lover. I'm just
The doorway of life,
being slow.
passageway to paradise. The doorway of death, a swinging blade to slice you cleanly in half. But which is which? Which is which?
Wait, isn't he gonna tell us?
Our bust must have busted the mechanism. Say, buddy.
Yes?
Love to stay and chat, but we got a tomb to raid.
Oh.
No new options.
What? Again? Can't you see Charlie and me want to be alone?
Well, that's a cute little tea party, but don't you think a girl your age should be going on dates with real guys?
As if you could handle me.
That's not what I... Never mind. I'm not too keen on spending time inside his digestive tract.
Not without protection, anyway.
Yep, JK, you're absolutely right. I always use protection. Did we miss anything up here?
It's a cozy niche. That's a good crocodile-headed tomb guardian. Pay your respects to Sam and Mac. You might want to let your buddy over there know to bow in this direction.
Oh, I see. I see.
It's a cozy niche. I like that where it is. I like that where it is.
Okay, let's assume that's correct then.
Stream will now pause for commercials.
Back again? Didn't you learn your lesson the first time?
Okay. Well, how are you doing, chat? Everyone comfy today? Hi, I'm Catherine. You're being Katehead right now. What? Hey Cat. Are you being kicked right now? I knew it. Come on, I'll break you over. Silly ad breaks. You know, the original Sam and Max from '93 was a lot harder.
let's hear the riddle.
All right.
That's only my real complaint with these
Who raid
episodicals.
the Pharaoh's tomb, much deserving of your doom. If you want...
They are so much easier than the original.
What? Again? Can't you hear?
Shush.
Go get him, Spot!
I mean, yeah, sure.
A can of nuts for our tea party? You're the best little snake in the whole world. Well, Charlie, you finally got me alone. Now's your chance to murmur those 3 little words.
We're out of here!
Huh? You! See how you like Nefertiti's curse! Wait a minute, how does it go? Oh yeah.
Maximus!
Impressive. Good call.
Say something, little buddy.
Moo.
Whew, he's all right.
That didn't last
Practice
long.
makes perfect, kid. I'm sure you'll improve.
Oh, I hate you! You ruined my whole life!
Now we have the ventriloquist dummy, so yet.
Say, buddy.
Yes?
She just can't keep her hands off us.
My Nefrit?
What's she trying?
You are...
She doesn't sound...
Love to stay and chat, but we got a tune to
Okay.
raid.
Oh.
Charlie, you and I are going to make beautiful music together. Now let's see. Where do my hands go? Ah!
Now let's put words in our mouth.
I can't hold it inside
Oh,
any
clearly
longer.
she loves
I
us.
love you, Samus and Maximus. I want to be your mole. I want to have your puppies. There, I've said it.
Nefertiti!
I didn't...
If I hadn't just heard it with my own ears, I'd have never believed it.
But it wasn't...
I've got no choice but to blast you fellows with the Sexo-Rejexo hex. Brace yourselves. Until the curse wears off, the very sound of your voice will repulse the opposite sex.
Say, buddy.
Yes?
Walk me through this Sexo-Rejexo hex.
Well, it's very simple. Until the curse wears off, the very sound of your voice will repulse the opposite sex.
So it shouldn't affect our lifestyle at all, really.
Fair enough.
Love to stay and chat, but we got a tune to raid.
Oh.
Okay, so if you go talk to Amelia Eric now then. Maybe.
You keep your distance. No tomb raiders allowed in the burial chamber.
Wanna go on a ride?
Oh, so now you want to be friends, do you? Well, buzz off, boys. I'm busy.
Say, Gramps.
What can I do for you, gents?
I understand you mole people have a talent for throwing curses. Your son Benny just put this sexo-rejexo hex on us.
Oh, did he now? You must have caught the eye of young Nefertiti, am I right? Well, I hope you're partial to long-distance love affairs, 'cause that's all you're getting. For a while, anyway.
We were only kidding about being from Stuttgart.
Yeah, we hate those Stuttgartarians as much as you do.
Oh, well then, I take the curse back.
Hey, look, a four-leaf clover.
Wanna go on a ride?
Can't say I didn't warn you.
I don't think that's the way the story is supposed to end. Let's back it up and try it again.
Okay, so not that way.
Wanna go on a ride?
Okay, I think I know.
Say hi to Grandpa!
Well, well, look who dropped in. Ain't you a lively little wiggler?
I'm afraid I must be going.
Wait, Grandpa's got a story for you. Once upon a time, in a far-off kingdom, there was a family of adorable bunny rabbits. Now, these little rabbits lived in a hole at the bottom of a fir tree. Now, that seemed like a contradiction, doesn't it? A tree with fur on it. But it was a funny forest, and they was funny little bunnies. Well, one day, these bunnies come out from under the tree, and there was a big old wolf that bit the heads off. Little scamp got away. Come on back out, baby. Grandpa's got lots more stories for you.
These blocks are about the same size and shape as the movable glyphs on that marquee, but I can't reach it from here.
So how do we reach it? Eight. Yeah.
Hey, we're the meat-based version of us again.
Now, to scramble this security spell. Great, they're welded in place.
Hi, Yubu.
It's a perfectly fine protection spell, but I think we can improve it. Now that's an inscription.
What's all the commotion? Did I cast that protection spell, or didn't I? Can't remember. Well, no harm in giving it another shot.
Look! No moles in sight. Stone Guardian guys, otherwise occupied.
Unbreakable spell of protection, broken.
Nothing standing between us and that toy box but air. Come on, little buddy, let's go get it. I think this is where we came in.
I'm experiencing a newfound sense of respect for our forebears, Sam.
I know how you feel, little buddy. Say what you will about our gene pool, it did manage to produce a couple of winners.
You hear that? You guys are winners!
If you factor out the squalid death in a dirty boiler room.
Okay. One or three. Eeny meeny miny mo. Something about a towel. Don't remember how it goes. 3.
Somebody on this train has our toy box, and we're gonna get it back.
Yeah,
hey,
that's
remember us?
Of course.
So, I hear you throw a mean curse.
But don't worry. I only use the curse on fellows she has a crush on. And, well, I don't mean to be cruel, but you're hardly her type.
What happened to the other guy who was with you in the tomb? The,
Moldy oldie mold man.
Bob finally decided to take his vacation.
Oh? Where's he going?
To see the Sphinx.
After all we've been through together in Real 2, I feel I can speak freely.
Yes?
I'm sorry to report that your daughter is harboring a massive crush.
On whom?
On us.
Still? Well then I'm sorry guys, but I'm gonna have to hit you again with the old Sexo-Rejexo X. Until the curse wears off, the very sound of your voice will repulse the opposite sex.
Walk me through this Sexo-Rejexo.
Oh, it's very simple.
Keep riding the rails, Mr. Molman.
Okay.
Okay.
Hi there. Hi there. Hi
Does
there.
this count as abuse? Okay, final stop. Okay. All right, he's doing the things.
It's very impolite for that you're...
Maybe we can make Emily Earhart be more useful.
Yeah?
Let me talk to Slushy.
up, dog?
Wait right there. I've got the perfect kid for you.
Yeah? That's fantastic, pal. Send him over.
Okay, boys, cut to the punchline.
It's playtime.
Okay, that's silly.
You really liked it then?
Liked it? I adored it. Haven't had that much fun in ages. Made me feel like a 16-month-old again.
Hot dog, that's just what we was hoping to hear. Thanks, kid.
Revelatory. Positively revelatory. I dare say that toy has changed the course of my entire life. It's a model biplane.
Right.
Should we go back to the earlier reel or skip ahead to the next one?
Now I have the toy idea. Excellent.
Who among you possesses the...
We've got to beat the Spunks Challenge.
Or what?
They're still at it.
Hey, Slush, toy store's closed for the day, gentlemen. To use, anyhow.
We've got a toy idea that'll knock your stripy socks off.
Lay it on us. If it's as good as you say, we'll happily hand this can of nuts over to you.
It's a toy biplane.
He's onto something there. Air travel's the latest thing.
It can't miss. Snowcone, get the boys working on a prototype. Post haste. I'll spring it on the boss when he's good and jollied up on milk and cookies. It's a cinch he'll give us the old ho-ho-ho.
Raises all around.
Then you don't mind giving us that can?
Oh, that. Love to, Mac, but, me friend here's sort of attached to it.
Yeah, it's like it's part of him.
What do you say we remove some parts from some elves?
After you.
Ow! Ow! Hey!
Stop! Ow! What's that stuff that comes out of them when they splatter?
Sure. People use it to thicken eggnog.
Okay.
Want to skip ahead to the good part?
Let's see.
Somebody on this train has our toy box, and we're gonna get it back.
Yeah?
Kringle wants to see you.
Yeah? Wonder what he wants. He said he never sent for me. What are you trying to pull? Yeah?
Let me talk to Slushy.
What's up, dog?
Seriously, I hate to break it to you, but I think you're a vampire.
Ah, Guan, you don't buy that hooey any more than I do. I could go for a nice blood sausage, though.
Slushy the Vampire Elf.
Soon to be a beloved holiday special.
Quit kidding around.
Kringle wants to see you.
Ah, great, 'cause I want to see him. Can't wait to see the look on his face when I tell him all about our new toy biplane.
Ah, don't bite me! Don't bite me!
Well, what did he think?
Who?
Kringle, about the toy.
Oh, right. Matter of fact, I never made it to his compartment. I got caught up in some personal business along the way. Yeah. Excuse me.
Slushy hasn't even attempted to bite my neck.
Don't be offended, little buddy. If you were under a vampire curse, he'd be all over you. Now that your secret's out, you won't mind if we snoop through your steamer trunks?
Ah, come on, we got nothing to hide.
153.5 steamer trunks, but no chest.
A lot of chest nuts, though.
Stay sprightly.
Yes?
You're looking a little peaked.
I know! I have become a vampire! A horrible creature of the night, feared and loathed by all!
Ah, cheer up, Jurgen. You were loathed by all before you became a vampire.
If you're still looking for the vampire reverse curse, you won't find it here.
No, it's too late for that. I was just thinking how this sarcophagus would make a voodoo bar bed if I could find another place to stash the moldering corpse.
Look on the bright side. Surely the mole girl will leave you alone, now you're a vampire.
You clearly know nothing about the teenage girls. She thinks I am even more tragically sexy than before!
Oh.
Tough break.
Stay out of the sun.
Girls, your concern is so touching.
Who is it now?
Hand it over, Kringle. That toy box is ours.
We stole it fair and square.
I haven't the slightest idea what you're talking about. Now scram, before I call the conductor and have you confined to the lunatic car.
There's a lunatic car?
It's called the caboose. Well, Jurgen won't be able to enter his room now that it's full of garlic.
Shall we?
Yes, let's shall.
Oh no, you don't! Oh, garlic! Crosses! My own protective talismans are keeping me away! Oh, the bitter irony of it all! Curses!
Curses indeed!
Stop! Get your filthy hands off that toy box! It's not for the likes of you, it's...
Empty.
What?
The trunk is empty.
No! I have failed you, young Sagoth, but you will be avenged!
You know, even for a vampire, he's a weirdo. Look, Samuth, cookie crumbs.
Still empty.
I mean, we could just bribe. I mean blackmail.
As a responsible adult...
Blackmail sounds fun.
As a responsible adult, I feel it's my duty to give you this.
Hey! Huh? My dearest Jurgen? Dewy young moleskin? Long pale fingers? A Nefertiti!
Dad! We're in love!
You are not!
I hope I am not interrupting anything.
Debaucher, cradle robber, despoiler of innocence!
Perhaps this is a bad time.
I curse you!
No!
Whatever.
You've ruined my life again!
You'll survive.
Yeah? Survive this! The whole scene hex.
I don't like this any better than you do, little buddy. Nature's a miracle. Keep working at it.
I'm suddenly feeling less repellent, Samuth.
Me too, little buddy. The curse must have worn off.
Let's score some chicks!
Ringo likes cookies. Ringo likes milk.
And then we change into a can of nuts.
Who is it now?
Room service.
For the love of Blitzen, it's about damn time. Yeah, hold on a minute.
Cookies and milk, and they threw in a free can of nuts to make up for the inconvenience. You're bad for me, you naughty little snacks. But you go down so good.
I have been playing point-and-click adventure games for 35 years.
What the hollyberries?
He's out cold. It's empty.
What? You mean I gave up my precious milk for nothing?
Wait a minute, there's a note. The Brotherhood of Yog-Sothoth. Who could have written this?
Who indeed?
Oh, my word. I've been double-crossed! Out, damn you, out!
Well, that's the lot of them, little buddy. We've cleared every name on the list.
Except one.
Huh?
I must admit you had me fooled, Samuth. Always so concerned about the missing toy box, and the way you were always slipping off for a smoke break.
I never slipped off for
Grand Central Station. Now arriving at Grand Central Station, New York, New York.
What's that? Baby Amelia Earhart?
Yes, baby Amelia Earhart. Little baby Amelia Earhart, not worth bothering with, not good enough to play with the big boys. Oh no, she's just a woman. Well, it appears this insignificant female has beat quite a few of the big boys at their own game, and now she's going home with all the toys, while the others are left scratching their heads, wondering what hit them.
Grand Central Station!
Any last words before we part?
Watch your step.
Kind of anticlimactic for a boss fight.
I thought it was exciting. Let's take this toy box and skedaddle, little pal. We've got an appointment with Monsieur Paperweight.
Gee, the olden days are fun. How come you never take me on transoceanic train trips, Sam?
The Zeppelin industry has rendered that mode of transportation obsolete, little buddy.
Okay. Time to figure this one out.
We've got to beat the Spunks Challenge.
Or what?
Extra! Voice Transatlantic Railway now open for business.
Lost Baby.
We've got to see that show, Samuth. They've got posters up everywhere.
Room for rent.
You'd have to be pretty desperate to take a room around here.
Excuse me, buddy. I wonder if you could direct me to... Wait a minute. This isn't a real man. It's one of those snowmen they make to fool visitors to Little Arctic Circle. Have you got a quarter for the hitching post?
The horse got towed, Samuth, remember?
Okay.
Look, Samuth, she's got one of those newfangled hand pumps.
They're all in Molish. They all share a certain family resemblance.
It's called ugly.
Oh, my friends, I could paste on your lips a big kiss with much moist fluids from the mouth.
Yeah.
You have pried cannon nuts from grasping clutches of loathsome elves.
Yep.
And now you have come to give can to Mole Woman.
Best if we hang on to it for the time being.
I see. Elves maybe are planning counterattack.
Right, and we need your help to counter the counterattack. This vampire curse, how does it work? Is it instantaneous?
No, my magic only sets process in motion. Cursed elf think himself safe now, but wait till he run into a vampire. Ha! Nothing can save him then!
I guess you curse a lot of guys.
Not so many. I cursed an interloper back at the tomb once, but that was 50 years ago.
What do you know about a protection spell?
Oh, very powerful mole magic, wielded only by ancient and venerable mole mages. My father-in-law, for instance.
So she says to him, I can't believe you cut the cucumber lengthwise!
Timing is off.
Just on a hypothetical, what would it mean if I found an inscription with a bat and 3 hands?
Ah, you've discovered the reverse curse.
What's the reverse curse?
Handa, handa, handa. That's the universal undo code in Egyptian magic. It negates any spell that come before.
Interesting.
As for bat, you know that's the vampire curse.
Right.
Of course.
You're not giving vampire reverse curse to foul elf, are you?
Wouldn't dream of it. Keep on cursing.
Okie dokie.
Of course. Anything else we can do in here?
If you don't mind my asking, why a vampire?
Yeah, why don't you just curdle his milk or ruin his FICO score or something?
Every mole person has a curse she can make. It is our birthright. Mine is making people into vampires. You work with what you got.
What else can we do in Real 1? I feel like we've done everything.
Who can penetrate the gate of the Sphinx?
He can keep the rest. Oh, hey, Mr. K.
Oh, where does a plutocrat go to get a little peace?
Poor guy. He's crawled back to his chair in defeat.
Defeat! The word isn't in my vocabulary!
So what's the purpose of this?
You fell down. Here, let me help you up.
Keep your pincers off me, you drooling little cretin! If you had the teaspoon of brains necessary to do your job, I wouldn't be down here! You're all idiots, understand? I can't even believe I hired you in the first place! You know why?
We've got to beat the Spunks Challenge.
Or
You're
what?
my wife's nephew, that's why, and you know that! And you're not small enough to be an elf! An elf should only be this high! Look at you!
If at first you don't succeed, eh, gentlemen? Be my guest. The gift may kick in on the next attempt.
The
All right.
nostrils are shut.
We have the nuts now.
Impressive. Now for the supreme test. Can you pass the
Reel
inner
2, we
gate?
enter the tomb by rolling
Simon
in as a
passed
can
the
of
quarter
nuts.
once.
You've done it! You have beaten the challenge of the Sphinx! You are the gifted one I have been searching for.
I'm the gifted one.
I'm his manager.
No matter, I've got tickets for both of you. Tomorrow morning, you set off for sunny Egypt aboard the Disorient Express.
Gee, thanks.
I may weep with gratitude.
But that's not all. An even more fabulous prize awaits you, and another challenge should you choose to accept it. I charge you with the task of delving into the actual tomb of Samun Mak and recovering the legendary Devil's Toy Box.
Is that all?
Say no more. We're on the case.
Time to roll out Plan B.
That's it? No final embrace? No slow fade? No interminable
Okay,
credit
now we can
sequence with
start
cheesy
Reel
pop
4 and
cover of the
conclude
title
this
tune?
episode.
No, it ain't over yet, little buddy. We've still got the most important reel to go, remember? I think the story's about to come to a head. And speaking of coming to a head, I need to duck out for a minute. Don't you start the last reel without me.
And here they are, ladies and gentlemen, fresh from the triumphant tour of Lower Middle Egypt, the scourge of the mole people, treasure finders extraordinaire. Please welcome Samuth and Maximus.
Hi, folks. We didn't mean to interrupt the show. Here's that toy box you wanted. We'll be on our way.
Just as soon as you cough up our prize.
Of course, of course. But before I hand out the big reward, perhaps I can coax our intrepid adventurers into telling us a bit about their grand adventure.
Not much to it, really.
We came, we saw, we conquered. Hand over the loot.
So modest. No, I'm afraid my audience wants all the gory details. Don't you, friends? So tell me, Samuth and Maximus. To begin with, how was it you were able to pass through the mouth of the Sphinx?
After we got the can of nuts back from the elves, my little buddy and I squished into it and rode the Sphinx's tongue through the gate.
An astounding story, all the more convincing for being implausible.
Now do we get our...
However, once inside the tomb of Samun Mak, you were faced with many more dangers. Magic spells, deadly traps, bloodthirsty mole men. However did you manage to beat the odds and secure the Devil's Toy Box?
Cleverly noting that Grandpa Mole took his cues from a hieroglyphic inscription, we turned ourselves into bas-relief tomb carvings, shuffled over to the marquee where the inscription was located, and added additional glyphs which had the effect of reversing the spell.
And also we got eaten and spit up by an asp.
What a strange and compelling, if convoluted, story. Audience, give them a hand for what they've been through. And the adventure does not end there. I'm told that you two were victims of a brazen daytime heist on the train ride back from Egypt. Can you tell the audience how you managed to thwart the thief and recover the treasure?
Turned out it was all a misunderstanding.
The toy box was in our inventory all along. We just had to scroll down. We were saved by a deus ex machina.
A god from a machine?
Is that what it means? Huh. I thought it was some kind of giant robot.
The robbery was committed by none other than that irrepressible scamp, baby Amelia Earhart.
She almost got away with it, but we were a little too tough for her.
A resourceful duo, don't you agree?
That's nice. Now how about that reward?
Fear not, my talented little logomorph. You will receive your reward, right? No! My dear Maximus, you have been chosen to play the starring role in the greatest spectacle of the age, the summoning of Yog-Sothoth.
The hell I have! Where's Samet?
Yog-Sothoth, most terrible of the Ancient Ones, banished from this earthly plane for 6 long millennia. But you, with your extraordinary psychic gift, you will intone the words to bring him from the realm of darkness into the light.
The hell I will!
Yes, the hell you will. If you refuse to play your role, a certain friend of yours will meet an unfortunate demise.
Samet!
An unfortunate demise in a vat of flesh-eating ants.
Yikes!
But are you sure this role is me?
You are the one with the gift. Which reminds me. Can't have you pulling any funny business.
All right then, let's get it over with. Cue up the entrance music.
Yog-Sothoth, primal prince of chaotic night, descend to us through the writhing wastes of utter darkness. We summon thee with the deathless words from the Book of Abominations. Now you say, Umke onine, the utter race Einfei.
I see him! There he is, in the chest!
Yog-Sothoth?
Tentacles, glowing red eyes. Yep, gotta be him. Shorter than I expected him to be.
Let me see. Where?
Look close.
Well,
those are some
that's
creepy
inconvenient.
toys.
Lies! I won't tolerate any more of your tricks. Say the words, or face the consequences. Now you say, Umke onine, the utter race Einfei.
Yeah, I'm not feeling it. What's my motivation supposed to be?
How about we stall
Abject
for
fear.
time?
Right.
Those are some creepy toys. Nice atmospheric touch. Nice atmospheric touch. Looks like the counterweight for the moon. Nice atmospheric touch.
Okay.
It was a trick can after all. Gone to the dark side, Charlie? Those are some creepy toys. No point in that. Cookies. Hieroglyphic funnies. I'd be splitting my sides if I could read ancient Egyptian. The nostrils are shut.
Maybe you can set it on fire and burn the rope. A, point, and click adventure game logic.
Quit stalling! Okay, okay!
No point in that. No. I don't think so. Gone to the dark side, Charlie? This is where my skee-ball expertise pays off.
Charlie, am I glad to see?
It was a trick can.
Wait, we can use it on chess, can't we?
For my first trick, I'll need to procure a small personal item from a member of the audience.
Quit it, Maximus.
Okay, Onione, the other way's
Okay.
Einfei.
Did I just say that?
Okay, Onione, the other way's Einfei.
Did I just say that?
Nice atmospheric touch. No point in that. No. I don't think so.
It's the first actual hard puzzle, I think.
about a face full of flamin' funnies, paperweight? How about a face full of flamin' funnies, paperweight?
You just
No.
had another one, eh?
Those are some creepy toys.
Now you say, onine, the other race Einfei. There he is! You're not messing with me? Aren't you a cute little demon? Let me see. Where? Look close. Onine, the other way's Einfei. Uh-oh.
Here we go.
Well, that was impressively grotesque.
I just need to not have the
Certainly gave
memory of a
audience their
fucking
money's
goldfish.
worth, wouldn't you say, folks? What about this thing?
Oh, that's right. Can't have the Devil's Toy Box falling into any other villainous hands.
Where should we stash it?
Fellas, I appreciate your thinking of us, but we don't do that old world hocus pocus anymore. I got a nice dry cleaning business, and Nefertiti's going to school for...
Dad, I told you! It isn't Nefertiti anymore. It's Bubbles.
Sorry we can't help you, but you see how it is.
Yeah, we see how it is. Come on, Maximus.
Boy, America sure has changed these guys. I hardly recognize them. Look, Samuth, they even slice their cucumbers lengthwise.
What? Mich kann dieser Duse Fiesel einzerfällt. It is true. Papa, have we fallen so far? We have forgotten our heritage. We have forgotten we are moles.
Okay, we'll take the toy chest back.
Great. Keep us posted if...
But you've got to help us guard it.
You will live here in this boiler room with us. There's plenty of space.
How about we compromise? Our kids will open an office in the building and help you keep an eye on the chest.
We've got kids?
Shut up, Maximus.
It's a deal. Now let's see. We'd better cast that spell of protection to keep it safe.
Let me do it, Dad.
Stand over there so you don't get zapped by the magic.
Wouldn't want to do that.
Let's see. How does it go again?
The Holstein Hex! You're not turning me into no cow!
Maximus!
You know, there's a great basement apartment opening up on 83rd Street. 2 bedrooms, built-in washer-dryer.
Interesting.
2 skeletons, 4 mouldering reels of film, and 1 buried toy box. A century-old story, now forgotten in the sub-basement of history. But the past has a disconcerting tendency
this was an interesting
to claw
episode.
through the freshly laid sod of the present and wrap its cadaverous fingers around the entrails of the future.
Well, that took longer than expected. The restroom in the train station was closed,
I hope
so
you
I had
enjoyed it as
Hey!
much as I did.
You watched the ending without me, didn't you, you malevolent little fiend? So tell me, what was the big final act twist? Samuth and Maximus dragged underground by sex-crazed anarchist sewer rats? Come on, little buddy, don't keep me in suspense. Obviously, the story was moving towards some mind-boggling final twist. So what was it? Max, what's wrong with... you? Little buddy?
What the fuck? Someone stole Max's brain.
Keep your hands and arms inside the vehicle at all times. The ride is about to get twisty.
Okay, I wasn't expecting that twist. I hope you're all excited for next week. Jazz hands. Well, that certainly was a game. So let's see what we have for this upcoming week. Brainstorm. Next stream is Friday with our second episode of Alien Isolation. 9. I will do 5 missions, I promise, I will get through 5 missions. Unless it gives me a heart attack. Anyway, and then on some set. Today we continue with American Truck Simulator. Everyone's favorite stream, American Truck Simulator. I'm getting a bit tired, and then on Tuesday we will try to do the Dirt Rally 2.0 campaign again. And then on Wednesday we return with episode 3 of Sam and Max the Devil's Playhouse. If you've enjoyed my playthrough, we do have a complete VOD archive on YouTube that you can check out and watch. Play a lot of different point-and-click adventure games. So yeah. But for now I will bid you all good night. Take care. And bye-bye.